State championship, and they're halfway there, leading 20-8 at halftime. As we get a look at the stats here in the first half, and you see the rushing yards, and that'll tell a story right there. But on the other hand, you can see that Skowhegan was able to move the football.
They moved the football, and they picked up 8 first downs. Now, 3 of those first downs were courtesy of Marshwood penalties, so kind of a deceptive stat. But Skowhegan did move the football effectively on Marshwood in that first half, but they're going to have to do it again here in the second half. And, of course, you look at that penalty yardage, 3 penalties for 40 yards against Marshwood. That is really just a sign of the aggressiveness by Marshwood.
And keep in mind, unofficially, 152 of those 205 rushing yards have been picked up by Steve Knight. So, Marshwood leading it on the stat sheet, leading it at halftime, 20-8. We should have the kickoff to get this second half underway in just a moment. Well, Jimmy, we hear the word from the NFL that they tell us that Dexter Manley has the announcement today from the commissioner, the new commissioner, saying that Manley has been suspended and has been suspended for life. So 3 times and out for the Redskins defensive end. Right now, let's go downstairs to Tom Caron.
Thanks very much, Frank. Joining me is University of Maine football coach Tom Lichtenberg. Tom, certainly some exciting news coming tomorrow afternoon for the program.
Well, we hope it's exciting. Well, it's exciting being in it. Now we're just going to find out where we're going and who we're playing, and we're just excited to be there and hope that we can continue after next week.
Tom, been a great season for the team. Did you think things would go this well in your first year?
Not really, I have to be honest. I thought we had enough material. I told people in the season we were good enough not to ever be embarrassed, but I didn't know we'd be 9-2 and really have a chance to be 11-0 had we not got some injuries there. But no, it went a lot better than I thought, but I'd like to be that every year.
Mike Buck, Carl Smith, a couple of nice offensive weapons. It's got to be nice to come into a team that has those 2 players.
Well, you don't get those all the time. And, you know, the good thing about Carl Smith, he's just a sophomore, and we got a couple other good running backs that help us, and the Sermons kid. And so, you know, they help a coach become a pretty good coach.
Put you on the spot here. I'm sure you'll be cautious, but anybody in particular you'd be looking for when tomorrow's word comes down? Anyone you'd rather not be seeing?
Well, I don't know. I don't know much about them. Only 2 people I really know about that have a chance is New Hampshire and Youngstown, who we played and beat both of them. And I really wouldn't want to play them the first round anyway. I'd rather get them a little bit later because we've already played them. But other than that, I don't know. I guess you just have to play whoever.
You think you've got a shot at having the game at home? You'll find that out tomorrow.
Well, they've given out 6 spots. There's 2 left. And if some of the teams today that are playing happen to lose and we could move up in the rankings, I think that gives us a better chance. But, you know, they're going to consider how much money we're going to give them, how the weather's going to be, and so forth. But I'd sure like to get a team from the south to come north.
Either way, it's got to be nice just to be playing next weekend.
It sure does. It sure beats staying home.
Okay, Tom, thanks very much for joining us. Tom Lichtenberg of the University of Maine Black Bears. His team will find out who they play in the Division I AA playoffs tomorrow afternoon. Let's throw it back upstairs to Frank and Jimmy.
Well, you know, Jimmy, he's around the sidelines, and he's talking about Carl Smith, and he's looking at a pretty good running back out here this afternoon, isn't he, in the person of Steve Knight?
And it's interesting, Frank, that the school that is most interested in Steve Knight is the University of New Hampshire.
Oh, boy.
So I don't think Tom Lichtenberg is going to go down without a fight if he's going to lose Steve Knight to the University of New Hampshire. Of course, he's also interested in Steve Cates, the talented running back for Skowhegan, the tailback, that is, for Skowhegan, flanker back. And, you know, it's good to know that the University of Maine football coach is down here taking a look at this game. There's a score updated from the second quarter of the Class B state championship going on in Gardner. Foxcroft and York tied at 7-7. So good football games in both state championship games this afternoon. Frank, we have a moment here. I'd like to say hello and best wishes to Mike Zamarki, a former running back for Marshwood High School. Used to have the single-game rushing record for Marshwood with 258 yards against York back in 1985. He's recuperating at Maine Med from back surgery this week. And Zip, I wish you best wishes and see you out there on the basketball court and the tennis court as soon as possible.
And also, we want to remind you that there will be a most valuable player chosen at this game, chosen by a committee from the Maine Sports Hall of Fame made up of Dick Gibson, Jack Flynn, Frank Nappy, and Dick Doyle, who are on hand here today, and a scholarship given to the most valuable player in this one.
Right now, I'd have to say...
well, I got an idea who might get a couple of votes, yeah.
First half of football dominated by Marshwood and Steve Knight. Let's see what Skowhegan can do. They're going to have to kick it to Knight and Cast back deep to open up the second half of football. And Steve Knight dangerous anytime he has his hands on the football. Just as dangerous returning kicks. In fact, he almost broke one in the first half. For all the second half play-by-play, here is WGME Sports Director Frank Fixeris.
All right, Tavares will tee it up, and it'll be Cast and Knight, double safety. Waiting deep. If you're just joining us, Marshwood, 3 Steve Knight touchdowns in the first half. One of them on a 92-yard run, and they lead it 20-8 as we start play here. All right, this is Kitchen that will kick it away, and it will be toward Cast, who will make the grab at the 10-yard line, cutting it to the near sideline where the blocking has formed, and there is some blocking. Cast out across the 25 to the 30-yard line.
And did you see how the Marshwood players just peeled back and made the blocks that they had to make? And here's another look at it. Cass gets the football at about the 10, and then just watch the blocking. Watch Schultz and Knight lead the way. Schultz is going to pick off one man right there. Knight escorting him through the hole. There goes Jason Cass reading his blockers. Another block there. This Marshwood team knows how to play football.
They do. It's out across the 30, 31-yard line where they'll go 1st and 10, the wing to the near side of the field. That's Knight in motion on a first down play. Abel Schultz bangs it up the middle and drags people with him out to the 34-yard line.
Schultz with just 3 yards rushing in the first half.
All right, the line of scrimmage out to the 34. Pickup of 3 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7. 11:30 remaining third period. We're just underway in the second half.
Come on, let's go!
All right, this is Knight in motion. The pitch this time to Abel Schultz, trying to sweep it far side. He turns the corner, and down he goes, short of the 40-yard line.
Good pursuit that time by Skowhegan to string Abel Schultz out along the line of scrimmage, so he wasn't able to pick up too many yards on that play. Steve Cates making the tackle on the play that time.
So we've got a 3rd and 2 situation. Ball on the 39. Marshwood leading it 20-8. They come in a power I this time, and the second man through. This is Knight. Knight still shreds his way, picks his way, gets it out to the 45-yard line, and another first down for Marshwood.
Oh, that time the block of Scott Edwards, the center that time, sprung Knight, and didn't Knight do a great job just to keep his balance? You can see what kind of an athlete he is he's getting contact at the line of scrimmage and still being able to keep his feet and pick up that first down.
88, Jeff Cave into the lineup with a play from the sideline. Line of scrimmage, the 45-yard line. Wing back is Kerrigan. He's to the near side. The give is to Knight. Knight again finds some running room, and he gets 5 as he hits it out to midfield.
Well, this is what Marshwood's going to try to do now here in the second half. Just grind it out, take time off the clock. They have a 12-point lead. And, of course, they got to this football game behind their power running game. In fact, I believe that Gordon doesn't have a pass completion in that first half. One pass completion.
All right, line of scrimmage. Midfield. It'll be 2nd and 5 from midfield. And on the counter, the give is to Kerrigan. Kerrigan trying to cut the corner, and he's snowed under right there at midfield. Might have got a yard to the 49-yard line as he came off the wing and took the handoff from Knight. No gain on the play. They'll spot it right at midfield. It'll be 3rd and 5, and again, Kay from the sidelines. Skowhegan looking to dig in defensively now, get their hands on that football for the first time here in the third period, trailing by 12 at 20-8. Still better than 9 minutes to play here in the third period. On a 3rd and 5, this is Kerrigan again. He's going to be stopped short of the first down. In underneath. Michaud, number 90, 6'4", 230, makes the initial hit and then has lots of help. But it's a good yard short of a first down and a 4th down situation.
Barstow is shaken up on the play. Barstow, I believe, wasn't it last week that he had the slight concussion in the game against Coney?
And they can't afford really to lose him. He's the leading tackler on the team. Outstanding linebacker.
He's very wobbly right now. And
there, we'll take another look at it. As you see, Skowhegan cut right there, make a nice move. Number 90 in on the bottom there to make the hit and stop him short of the first down.
I believe Barstow was on the bottom of that pile, and now he's back down on the field.
And while we have an opportunity, Jimmy, let's take a timeout. Timeout with the score, Marshwood 20 and Skowhegan 8.
No matter how you trim the tree, make sure it's a Hudson Valley Douglas fir from True Value Hardware Stores. This 6.5-foot tree is easy to assemble, flame retardant, and looks so real. And the American-made Hudson Valley Douglas fir is just $49.99. Then brighten the holidays with a GE 70 Light string-along miniature set. It's just $4.99 at participating True Value Hardware Stores and home centers.
Kevin Barstow, injured and being administered to. As Jimmy said, he was injured last week, was shaken up in that game last week. The Eastern Maine Championship win over Coney. We'll see if we can see anything here as we take another look at it from another angle.
There's
you see it from the
66
end.
right there.
There it is.
Gets blocked.
He stayed up.
Stayed up, turns, and makes the tackle, and he's somehow in the bottom of that pile. You know, a reminder, he had that slight concussion last week. He did get clearance to play on Thursday from the doctors, and they put one of those inflatable inserts in his helmet to guard against it. He was shaken up, and he still is pretty shaky as he gets to his feet, but he will walk off under his own power.
I'll tell you, from the way he's moving, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if you don't see him again, too.
I tell you one thing, according to Coach Lynch, he is a gamer, and he wants to play in this football game.
Well, it's a fourth down situation. Fourth, and we'll call it one for the Marshwood Hawks. They have the football in Skowhegan territory, so look, they're going to go for it. They set up in a power I situation, ends in tight, and there was some movement there, but I don't see a flag, and it looks like Gordon just followed his center and picked up the first down, or close to it. No, it's close to it. We'll take another look. See the movement?
Yeah, what happened was the center moved, he snapped the ball, and nobody else on the line moved.
But I think they said he was down. They put the spot, it looks like, at the 45-yard line. They might have had to get it just across the 45 for the first down. This is going to be close.
It's going to be very close to the first down, and I have a feeling they're going to measure.
Oh, they'll measure. They'll take a look at this one. It's that close.
The chain crew this afternoon, Greg Flaherty, Bill Keniston, and Bob Jerry. We know everybody.
Skowhegan is held. Boy, a gamble here early in the third period by Marshwood.
Not much of a gamble, though, according to Coach Rod Watton, because he's got confidence in his defensive unit. They've done the job in the first half. They made the adjustments they had to. Obviously, he believes he can hold them here at the Skowhegan 45-yard line. It is a gamble.
Okay. 45-yard line is pretty good field position for the Indians the first time they touched the football here in the third period. Let's see what they can do with it. Cates will come wide to the near side of the field. The quarterback is Chris Jarvis. He throws the ball and throws well. Todd and McEwen are the setbacks. First down play from their own 45-yard line. This is McEwen. McEwen lost the football. Marshwood has recovered. So a turnover on the first play from scrimmage, the third time that the Indians have turned the ball over. Watch on the handoff here.
I don't think McEwen ever got it.
McEwen, nope, never got a handle on it, but it was tucked in there pretty good, although a little bit high. He ran into his own blocker. He ran into Brett Lowell, that's what popped the ball loose.
And that's just the case of taking your eye off the ball, though. Running, looking before you get that ball with your hands on it.
So a break for Marshwood. They take over now on the Skowhegan 44, and here comes Knight straight ahead this time as they move out that line of scrimmage to about the 41.
Boy, did you see the offensive line for Marshwood just get off the block and just push Skowhegan back those 3 yards? That's how Knight got those yards. There were no holes there. He just got behind his blockers and pushed up to the 41-yard line.
Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Marshwood on the Skowhegan 41-yard line. Martin on the pitch. This is Knight swinging it near side. Cuts free, loses the football. It's still on the ground. I think Skowhegan has it. They have.
An exchange of turnovers, and Skowhegan gets it back.
Todd Brochu
Todd Brochu comes up with the fumble. Steve Knight had the ball, was cutting upfield, and it was just stripped. Let's see if we can get a look at just who strips the football. There's Knight sliding through.
He cuts right against the grain nicely. There it comes out.
There it comes out. I think Bobby Lemieux reached back as he was going down and stripped that football away from Knight. And they come up with it. Todd Brochu comes up with the football for Skowhegan right there.
See if we can get a better look right here as he cuts. Let's see as somebody will reach in. That's Cates right there. And there's the ball on his back.
Yeah, it is Steve Cates. Good job by the boys in the truck.
Boy, we're getting some good looks here. So the Indians will take over on their own 33-yard line. 7 minutes, 35 seconds remaining to play in the third period. An exchange of turnovers now as they talk things over with Chris Jarvis. And Jarvis now will go back to the huddle. Rod Watton. There was a penalty on the play. That's what the discussion was about, a clipping penalty, but of course they'll decline it. They want the football. All right, here come the Indians. Toth and McEwen again, the setbacks. As Cates, the flanker, is to the near side of the field, and the ends are in tight on a first down play from their own 37-yard line. Here comes McEwen across the 40 out to the 40-yard line. Across the 35 to the 40, rather.
And a good run that time by McEwen, who is the leading rusher for Skowhegan this afternoon. Came after the first half at 48 yards, and he picks up another 8 there.
As we said, McEwen rushed for over 1,000 yards on the season, and the key there was the fact, Jimmy, he averaged almost 6 yards a carry.
That's right, and he also had an arthroscope done after the 5th game of the year, so he hasn't really played a full season.
This time, single setback. Chris Toth. Cates is in motion on a second down play. This is McEwen. McEwen trying to get it to the outside. He does. He turns the corner at midfield, and he's into Marshwood territory.
Chris Glidden made the saving tackle that time because McEwen was around the corner and looking for daylight. Here's another look at it again. Good power rush. Look at, they pull the guard there. Bobby Lemieux. There's the wall of blocking right there, and he turns the corner there. B.J. Kitchen in on the block, and 12-yard gain, good for a first down. And Skowhegan running the football and picking up more first downs.
All right, first down now from the 46-yard line. Skowhegan in Marshwood territory, but no room up the middle for Chris Toth, the fullback.
Not that time. McEwen's been the only one who's been able to run up the middle so far in this game. They're much more effective to attack that Marshwood defense from the side on sweeps and around the end.
Actually, a loss of a yard on the play. Ball back at the 47-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 11 now for the Indians. They trail 20-8. We have 6:15 remaining to play in the third period. The Sun's back out here at Whittier Field. Single setback, slot right formation. Brochu, the slot back. 2nd and 11, and the give is to McEwen. McEwen squirts across the 45, inside the 45 to the 44-yard line.
Now they run to the left side of the line that time behind Skip Washburn and Brett Lowell, and they pick up about 4 yards on the play.
We got a 3rd and 7 now as they spotted at the 44.
Certainly an important possession for Skowhegan. If they could put some points on the board here in the third quarter, get back into this football game, making an exciting fourth quarter.
Well, Toth has come back in. McEwen will go to the sidelines. Again, just that single setback. That's Chris Toth, number 29. They've got a 3rd down play, 3rd and fairly long, about 7. Jarvis throwing near sideline. Cates makes the grab with Parent all over him. First down.
Another first down for Skowhegan. They have 11 in the game unofficially. And here's another look at this. One-on-one coverage. Jarvis back to pass. And there's the catch with Jason Parent right all over Steve Cates. But Coach Lynch said he has a great set of hands. Jarvis having an excellent football game here.
Boy, that was
better than 50% of his passes.
That was an excellent throw by Chris Jarvis because he didn't have a whole lot of room there. And again, a slot right formation on a first down play now from about the 33-yard line. This is McEwen. He's to the 30, to the 25, and inside the 25 to the 23-yard line.
Another big hole opened up by Brett Lowell and Skip Washburn on the left side of that line, along with center Matt Keister for Skowhegan. Good running that time by Skowhegan's Indians. And we got another look at it. And the officials are going to measure. There goes McEwen through a big hole opened up. And again, it's those defensive secondary making the tackles on the running backs.
David Skowhegan, number 68, a great block that time. They'll stretch it out. I think it's going to be a little bit short. He got almost 10 yards on that. It'll be second and very short. And who knows, maybe a gambling situation here for the Indians. 4 minutes, 49 seconds remaining to play in this third period. The Indians trying to punch something in here, trailing by 12, 20-8, and they have a second and less than a yard. Let's see what happens as Shields goes wide right. Cates will come wide to the near side. They'll go from the I formation. McEwen, the deep man in the I, and now shift out of it. Number 29 is Toth, 49 is McEwen. Second and less than a yard. On the delay, they go to Toth. He's got the first down and more. Tripped up finally at around the 15-yard line.
Oh, that time a great play call by Coach Paul Lynch and the Skowhegan Indians. Marshwood was allowed to come in. They looked like they were looking blitz that time. They were coming with the blitz, and then just a little delay. And he slips a tackle right there. And off goes Humphrey to pick up the first down yardage, and the Indians are driving again.
Well, Marshwood sent the linebacker, Fred Costin. You saw he just missed the tackle, and that was the key as they pick up a first down at about the 16-yard line. Cates, wide, near side of the field. In motion is McEwen on a first down play. On the counter, this is Toth. He's inside the 15 and fights his way to about the 12-yard line.
Well, little Chris Toth, 5'10", 175 pounds, has 6 touchdowns, 564 yards coming into this game, and he has shown that he can run the ball up the middle. Just a little guy, and he's sneaking in among all those big linemen, and it's obviously rather effective so far for Skowhegan. 3:40 to play now in the third quarter, and the Indians this deep in Marshwood territory really have to come away with a score.
Well, Toth will go to the sidelines, and B.J. Kitchen is in there as they come now with Cates in motion. A second down play. This is McEwen. And McEwen found a little bit of running room to get inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that time he cut upfield off a block of Steve Cates. Cates comes up limping a little bit. We'll take a look at it again. The pitch goes back to McEwen. He gets outside. Sylvester does a good job to force him outside into his block that time. Corey Kerrigan makes the tackle.
All right, Kitchen to the sidelines and Toth back into the lineup now. Football on about the 7-yard line. We've got a third and about a yard for the Indians. 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the period. They're knocking on the door. They trail 20-8. Cates wide to the far side of the field. Everybody else in tight. Third down play. Toth, the fullback, and he is close to the 5-yard line, and I think has picked up the first down.
I think he may have. Let's see where they put the ball down. No, they put it right at the 6. It's going to be very close, and they will have to measure.
They're taking a look, but I think he picked it up. We'll see, though. They'll bring the chains in and take a look.
I think he's got it, Frank. Take a look at the hash mark there where that marker is.
Big measurement here. Set up a fourth down. 4th and inches if he's short. All right, they stretch him out. Can we get a look at it there?
Oh.
No, it is. It is a matter of inches. So here we go. 4th down and a big one coming up here. And I thought Skowhegan might take a timeout, but Jarvis just went a little closer to the sidelines to pick up a signal, and back he comes to the huddle. So here we go. 4th and inches. Skowhegan on the Marshwood 6-yard line. They come out in the I formation. The up man is Toth. The deep man is McEwen. The ends are in tight. The flanker is wide to the far side of the field. 4th and inches. Jarvis to Toth. Toth bangs and keeps fighting. Has the first down. Second effort.
Second and third effort that time by Chris Toth. Nice long count that time by Chris Jarvis. That's a very heady play because it looked like Abel Schultz that time was really ready to go. Here's another look at it. First time he gets hit,
there he
but
comes,
then Toth sneaks right around the corner, right behind Bobby Lemieux, and that picks up the first down. It's now 1st and goal for Skowhegan.
Actually, that was a gain of almost 3 yards in the play. They moved it to the 3-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Indians. Shields comes split near side of the field. First down play from the 3-yard line. The quarterback is Jarvis. He has Cates now in motion and trying to go straight ahead. Boy, that's tough yardage.
Oh, I'll tell you, that's some serious high school players down there going at it on the line.
That's Toth, number 29, trying to follow number 63, Matt Keister.
Keister goes 6'3", 205. Frank, I don't know. I've been around high school football for 8 years up here. These are two of the largest high school football teams I've seen.
Well, they get larger and larger every year, Jimmy, let me tell you.
And I get older and older? Is that what you're saying?
All right, he's moved it to almost the 1 yard line, so it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Here they come from a power I setup. McEwen is back in the ball game. He's the deep man in this I setup. And the give is to Toth, and Toth is close. Let's see when they unpile him if he got it in there.
Oh, he's short.
Just short. Just a matter of inches. It'll be 3rd, and just that.
Boy, they are banging on that offensive line and defensive line. My goodness.
Here they come again on a 3rd and inches. And again, they'll go with that power I. And look at big number 57 is back in that backfield. That's Brett Lowell. And he leads the blocking, and McEwen's in for the touchdown. They put big Brett Lowell to tackle, number 57, 249 pounds. The up man in the I formation, and they just ran it behind him.
Oh, shades of Refrigerator Perry in the backfield that time. Lowell in as a blocking back, and McEwen went in for the touchdown
There he is,
without
57.
him being touched. Watch him.
57.
He could drive a truck behind him. Jason Cass tried to trip up McEwen underneath, but McEwen just went right into the end zone for the touchdown. We've got ourselves a football game. Just 32 seconds, 14 plays, 66 yards, 9 minutes and 30 seconds for Skowhegan, and big momentum, and here they go for 2.
And they're going for 2. They trail by 6, 20 to 14. Single setback now is McEwen as they look for the 2 extra points, and now they send him in motion. So they'll just flood it out there. They go to McEwen. McEwen will not get in. He did not get in. So we'll take a timeout as they come back upfield to score. Marshwood 20, Skowhegan 14.
My husband. I can see him now, walking in water, climbing on rocks. That's why I insisted on the best. Waterproof Wolverine boots for recreation or on the job. Wolverine leather boots, value priced at Lamy Wellahan, Maine's shoe store.
I'm so hard to fit.
At Lamy Wellahan, we always have your size and width.
These are the old Maine trotters?
Yeah, they're hand-sewn and made in Maine.
I think I've made up my mind.
Which style would you prefer?
I'm going to take them all.
No problem.
Well, we got a good one. 32 seconds remaining in the 3rd period, and the Skowhegan Indians have done what they had to do. Come out and punch one in here in the 3rd period. They've gotten to within 6. They will now kick it away. Kitchen will kick to either Jason Cast on the far side or Steve Knight on the near side. I know where I'd go.
Yeah, as far away from Steve Knight as you can.
All right, Kitchen moves forward, and it'll be a short kick. It'll be Jeff Cave fielding it back at around the 26. He's out to the 35, to the 40, and across the 40-yard line to the 44-yard line before they finally pull him down.
Good run back by Jeff Cave. Of course, he caught a touchdown pass last week for Marshwood against Biddeford. He can run with the football. Here's another look at that kickoff, a short kick. And it comes to Cave. And Cave just cuts behind his blockers again, slips a tackle there. And watch him stay on his feet. Gets bumped there, 3 guys still on his feet. Cave fighting for that extra yard.
All right, line of scrimmage, the 44. They go to Knight. Knight trying to swing it near side. Cuts the corner, turns the corner. He's across the 45. He's out to midfield.
And flags go flying, double flags. And I have a feeling that may be a personal foul against Skowhegan. Late hit. We'll take a look at it.
See if we can get another look at it here. We get a better angle here, Jimmy.
Boy, watch Steve Knight.
And down he goes, and
boom.
Bang. That is late. So that'll move it into Skowhegan territory as the stop had been made right around midfield.
Well, now that Skowhegan defense will have to dig in. I think an interesting stat about the Skowhegan defense is against Bangor, they gave up about 350 total yards and still shut out Bangor this year in a game.
Well, that's it. They gave up a lot of yardage on the course of the year, but they're a 10-1 football team.
That's right. So it shows a lot of character. His coach says we bend, but we don't break.
And it shows that they give the coach a lot of gray hair, too. As they move it on the penalty to the 35-yard line. All right, double wing set up now. And now Knight goes in motion and Schultz straight ahead. Abel Schultz, who has not run the football much this afternoon, moves it to maybe the 33-yard line. A gain of a couple on the play, and that's all. It'll be 2nd and 8.
So far, Skowhegan has given up 229 yards in this game. So they are giving up the yardage, but they're in this football game. That's the end of the third quarter of football. We'll be back with the final quarter after this.
Winter's coming on, and Tri-Sports Topsom makes it easy for you to own the first name in snowmobiles, Skidoo. It's easy with no money down, and even easier with no payments for 90 days. Plus, you could receive $200 in free accessories. You better get on over to Tri-Sports Topsom now and see the new Skidoo.
With Tri-Sports, we'll show you the state of Maine. Being cool, you'll find.
Hi, guys. Nice leg.
A refreshing attitude. Come on, shortcuts. Get hot. Cool is all you got. And doing it country cool. Mountain Dew. So chill on out when the heat comes on. Cool, smooth Mountain Dew. Doing it country cool. Hi, girls. Nice wheels.
Well, as we come back, Steve Knight with the football, and that's scary. Last time we did that, he took off on us, but this time the line of scrimmage was the 33. He hit it inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. As we get another look, he makes that initial cut after the blocks are made. Fowles is blocking so beautifully, and down finally.
Mark Shields did a good job of fighting off his block to come up with the tackle that time on Steve Knight. It's a well-played football game on both sides of the ball.
Line of scrimmage right now, the 27-yard line. They have to get it to the 25. A 3rd and 2 as Knight comes in motion, and Schultz trying to go straight ahead. Will get close to the 25, but I think is going to be stopped short of it.
Well, they've been marking it right
at the 25. That'll do it, I think, for the first down. They'll look to the chains.
It's going to be short by about the length of a football, Frank.
All right, here comes Snowbrick, 84 in the lineup with the play on a 4th down now. 4th and inches situation for the Marshwood Hawks. They'll come out with the power I. Knight, the deep man in the I. The up man is Abel Schultz. And they give it to Kerrigan, and Kerrigan is hit behind the line of scrimmage, but fights forward for the first down.
Well, that time he just followed Abel Schultz, and Schultz was able to get it through. Second effort again by Corey Kerrigan. We'll take a look at it again. Watch the lead blocking on the right side of the screen by Abel Schultz right there as he just pushed his man out of the way, coming up to try and make the hit Gene carry, but finally Kerrigan picks up that first down.
All right, he's at the 22-yard line. First down. Marshwood leading it 2014. 4th period just underway. In the I. This is Knight. Knight shreds a tackler, picks his way through. He's to the 15 and inside the 15.
Steve Knight was only, I think, 23 yards away from breaking the 3,000-yard mark for his career. Coming into the second half here today, he's got to be pretty close to that about now. He just kind of glides through the hole, Frank. Follows his blockers, waits for the blocking to set up, picks his spot. Before you look up, he's got 6 or 7 yards.
Well, he got 7 that time to move it to the 15-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 3. This time ends in tight. Power I formation and straight ahead. Knight, but he does find a little seam, and he kind of skips his way through, and again, he's got a first down.
That time he cut behind the block of Scott Edwards, his center. You know, this Marshwood team has been playing football together since youth football back in 6th grade. And of course, for the seniors, this will be their final game on both sides of the football.
Looks like the ball may be just a little shy. Maybe the nose of the football is on the 10-yard line. There's the score in the Class B game being played up at Gardner. They're all even 7-7 in the 3rd period. They've got a good one going. 1st and goal from the 10. Kerrigan, and he jumps over a man as he gets inside to about the 7-yard line.
Well, they're able to use Schultz and Knight to block for Corey Kerrigan in that time, and he gets closer and closer to that goal line with 9 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Still no yards passing by quarterback Jeff Gordon. He did have one pass completion, but no yards gained on that pass.
All right, the 7-yard line. Actually, from what they're indicating, he can pick up a first down as Knight slides it into the middle again. Inside the 5-yard line, they can pick up a first down and not a touchdown, I guess, is the indication from if you look at the chains across the way, but it's just a matter of inches.
About 2 inches shy of that goal line, and that's a typical Steve Knight run. You know, it looked like he got stopped, but he picks up 3 yards.
Ball's on the 4-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 4 for the first down, we'll call it. The line of scrimmage is the 4. The pitch this time to Knight. Sliding right side now, cuts it back and is in, I think, with a touchdown. Yes. He gets the flow going and then makes that initial cut, and he's gone.
Steve Knight's 4th touchdown of the afternoon. It's a high pitch from Jeff Gordon. Watch Knight have to go above his shoulders to come up with it. Then he just watches his blockers. Not great blocking, but he's able to cut upfield and do this all on his own. Bang! Head on head. And there goes Steve Knight fighting his way to the goal line. Great determination. Finally written down by Marshwood, but it's too late. Touchdown and 6 more points on the Marshwood scoreboard. They lead 26-14.
They lead 26-14, and so far, Steve Knight has scored 26 points.
That's exactly right. 7-play drive, 57 yards, all on the ground. Took about 5 minutes and 15 seconds. It started back on the 43-yard line. And that's really Marshwood football at its best.
Well, they're going to go for a couple as they now lead it 26-14. Ends in tight now. The wing comes in motion. That's Kerrigan. And Gordon wants to throw. He's throwing for Kerrigan. It's going to be knocked away by Cates.
Good play by Steve Cates.
So we'll take a timeout as they come back upfield to score. Marshwood 26 and Skowhegan 14.
Come ride with Tri-Sport. We'll show you the state of Maine.
Winter's coming on, and Tri-Sports Topsom makes it easy for you to own the first name in snowmobiles, Skidoo. It's easy with no money down, and even easier with no payments for 90 days. Plus, you could receive $200 in free accessories. You better get on over to Tri-Sports Topsom now and see the new Skidoo.
Ride with Tri-Sports. We'll show you the state of Maine.
Well, there you see Notre Dame Penn State will be coming up immediately following this game. The Irish, of course, looking for back-to-back national championships, but they got Penn State this week and Miami next week. All right, the kickoff is going to be grabbed by one of the up people. That looks like David Keith, and a big tackle who brings it out across the 30 out to about the 32-yard line. So the Indians will take over and put it in play. No, it's Barstow, Kevin Barstow, who comes up with that football. He does it all, that young man, huh?
No, and I'll tell you, he's still a little shaky out there as he goes off the sidelines. Barstow grabs the ball and just comes straight up the field and finally gets ridden down.
Covers it up.
That's right. Make sure he holds on to that football.
So the Indians now trailing 26-14 with a little over 8 minutes to play in this one. We'll start from their own 32-yard line. Shields wide right, Case to the near side. Jarvis with the I formation behind him. Pumps once, being chased. Shakes a man, wants to go to Cates long, but he's double covered. Ball knocked loose, picked off by Glidden. Chris Glidden with the interception.
Great interception by Chris Glidden over there. The 4th turnover for Skowhegan. But you have to give credit to both ends of this play. One, watch the pressure that Chris Jarvis is under. The pump fake to the right side, escapes one tackle. Boom, gets hit by Casey Powers as he lets go of the ball. It's up for grabs. Steve Cates puts it up into the air, and finally Chris Glidden comes down with it. Great. Oh, Frank, there was a football on the ground there. No instant replay in high school football, however. It goes as an interception.
It goes as an interception, but as you saw, it was on the ground. On the counter, here comes Kerrigan, and this time there's not much. At the 40-yard line, it's a lot of white jerseys there. Shields and Kevin Barstow down on the bottom.
Foxcroft Academy has got ahead of York in the Class B state championship in the 3rd quarter. 2 good football games going on for state championships in Gardner and here in Brunswick at Bowdoin College.
All right, Marshwood on their own 40-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10. Kerrigan the wing now.
I think Chris Glidden's looking up for the replay.
They come on a double wing, and Kerrigan went in motion and takes the pitch. As he tries to cut it back, he gets just back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll be it.
Well, the Skowhegan defense has to stop here. They really have to come up, get their offense back on the field with a chance to come back.
It'll be 3rd and 10 now. As Snowbrick comes in from the sidelines with the play. 6 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in this football game. 26-14, Marshwood with the lead. Again, they go in a double wing. Single setback is Abel Schultz. This time they send Kerrigan in motion. The fake to Schultz on play action. Leonard Gordon wants to throw, but he's nailed. He throws it, and we're going to get a flag. Intentionally grounding the football, I think.
Definitely intentionally grounding the football. I think he may be better off taking the penalty, Frank, rather than getting sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Get another look at it. I don't know if he had a look at the man putting the pressure on, coming from. Yeah, he had to have a look at him there.
Right there, he knew he was in trouble. They came on the blitz that time, did Skowhegan, and he's in the grasp, but he gets rid of the football, and they call it intentional grounding against Jeff Gordon and Marshwood. Still not an effective passing day for Gordon, the quarterback, for the Marshwood Hawks, but an effective running day for Steve Knight and the Marshwood Hawks.
Well, they talked it over with Kevin Barstow. Now he looks to the sidelines, and they'll walk it off. And the penalty will move the football all the way back to the 22-yard line.
And actually, that's really going to help Skowhegan out, because that's going to help them. They're going to get great field position.
Because there's also a loss of down. It'll be a 4th down situation here, and a punting situation. And they should get the football in pretty good field position as Knight drops back now at around his own 9-yard line to do the punting. Cates will be one of the deep people along with McEwen. Knight just does get it away. It'll be McEwen at the 45, has a 1 block there, cuts it to midfield, and down he goes.
I think that's, again, Mike Adams, who's done such a great job on special teams for Marshwood this afternoon and all season long.
All right, the Indians now take over at midfield as we get a look, almost blocked. Look at the man coming in, making the dive.
Right there, just missed that ball on the block. And then McEwen on the run back did a good job just to get back about 6 or 7 yards, and Adams, great tackle.
Here come the Indians. 1st down from midfield. Cates wide right. Shields wide to the near side of the field. I formation behind the quarterback, Chris Jarvis, who can throw the football when he has time. On the delay, he goes to Toth. Toth drags people along with him as he gets 2, maybe 3 tough ones, and finally pinned down by K.C. Powers.
Justin Rosberg had a hold of him and slipped out of his hands that time. McEwen's done a real good job of running the football this afternoon for Skowhegan.
They'll give him 3 on the play. It'll call it 2nd and 7. 47-yard line. They are in Marshwood territory. 5:34 remaining to play in this one as they set it up in a double wing situation now. This time it's Cates to go in motion. The pitch will go to McEwen. McEwen wants to turn the corner. He does. He's to the 45. Still on his feet and run out of bounds close to the 40-yard line and close to the 1st down marker.
Good job again by Doug McEwen. They're running him inside, they're running him outside, both times effectively. The pitch goes back to McEwen, running a sweep with Steve Cates in front of him. Also, with Michaud in front of him on the block. That Michaud block sprung McEwen for the gain to get him close to the 1st down, but he's going to be short of the 1st down by about a yard.
Jason Parrott finally got him out of bounds. A yard short of picking up the 1st down. He has to get it to the 40-yard line.
And I think Skowhegan's got to throw the ball here, Frank, with 5:19 to play. They've got to go 41 yards and really get the ball back. They need 2 scores.
Well, they're 3rd and 1. You look for them to pick up the 1st down and then put the football in the air. I would think we'll see. Again, Cates will go in motion. The line of scrimmage is the 41-yard line. Back to throw is Jarvis. Jarvis going to air it out, trying to go to Cates down the sideline. And it's tipped away by Parent, although I think Cates had his hands on it.
Cates and Parent both had a shot at that ball, a 50-50 ball. Great throw by Chris Jarvis because it was a catchable ball on both sides. Jarvis back to pass, threw it pretty probably as far as he can. Cates, who has great speed, but what great coverage again by Jason Parent. Of course, he's had a lot of practice the last few weeks when he's gone one-on-one with Steve Olson from Chevrolet and also one-on-one with Chris LeBlanc from Biddeford.
So now it'll be 4th and 1 for the Indians from the 41-yard line. McEwen will go to the sidelines. B.J. Kitchen, number 18, is in replacing him. And Stevens comes split to the near